The idea of collecting all these videos is that we show very specific aspects of how silver knowledge can contribute to success in business. And success in business is agro business, so especially organic agro business. So what we did is we visited a whole number of organic agriculture businesses where we asked them actually what are the challenges that they met, how did they solve these challenges, what solutions did they find. So we have a very diverse number of videos, because on the one hand we talk with entrepreneurs, we talk with people that run the business, but we also talked with employees that work in the businesses. This is important because there we know what skills do they need. We, for example, discovered that there are a lot of, there's not so much a lack of skills with the people, it's a lack of the people themselves. They don't find enough people to perform the necessary work. So we also looked at a wide array of business types. We had, for example, hotel businesses, we had restaurant businesses, we had distributors of pesticides, herbicides, etc., all to support organic agriculture. We also went to farms, and we spoke there everywhere really with owners, with workers, etc. And the idea is that from these experiences we can transfer these experiences to younger entrepreneurs, because the good, the bad and the ugly we saw today. So they explained the challenges that they meet, they explained their daily troubles that they have, but they also presented how they created in fact their business, how it flourished, and how the diversity of the activities that they have.
Yes, when they explained about their challenges and their problems, did you find solution? In fact, can you say that for some of their problems you've got at the moment solution?
Well, it's not so much to find a solution, it's rather to understand how did they address this. For example, hiring people to work on a farm. So there it's not so much to have trained people arriving, but rather people that arrive are being trained on the spot. They learn it from other people that are more experienced. So there's really a skills transfer by the peers with who they work. Of course, there is the current crisis that is happening all over Europe. COVID crisis, which has an impact on almost every aspect of a diversified eco-business. So if you look, for example, at hotels, people that come to the hotels are mostly now nationals, people from Bulgaria, for example, here. Not anymore the foreign tourists because of all the restrictions with traveling. If you look at production or even finding the necessary skilled people, this is also becoming a problem because there was a reduction of the activities due to COVID. People leave, people find another job. So in the end, you want to restart your business and you're faced with not enough people being there. On the other hand, I must say from also what I learned today is, with all the initiatives that we have been presented, there were lots of elements that I thought, they are creative. They find a way to maintain their business. They find ways, maybe that's not always that good, but they find ways to run a business with less staff because they are forced to. It's not because they want to, they are forced to. Another aspect that I found very interesting, especially with the one specific business we visited, is that they have a large diversification of their business activities. And I think this is one of the futures also, for example, when we look at big eco farms, that they should look at ecotourism. They should look how can they cooperate, for example, with schools, with universities. We heard it as well. Academics come, but actually they don't do the practical training. While, for example, there's lots of opportunity there with eco farms, with any type of eco business to cooperate with schools, vet schools, professional education, with academic instances, and to work together and improve the training that people that want to be active in the eco business receive. Because in the end, you may have as much education as you want. It is the practical skills that matter. It is the entrepreneurial skills that matter. And what we saw today, especially with the owner of the main business, is the entrepreneurial spirit. And this is crucial because otherwise you cannot succeed in a business.
Yes, and also do you think it's thankful to the fact that they finish university exactly in this field, or it's only the spirit and the enthusiasm inside of them?
So it's a combination. On the one hand, you need a good basis. And I think, for example, if you follow an economic direction, even if you do this in short-term education, if you do this in vetting, etc., this is crucial to understand, okay, what are the core aspects I need to consider for a business. We've talked before about that account management, for example, is crucial because account management shows you the core basic understanding of what is accounting in my business. On the other hand, you need a lot of practical skills. You do not learn how to run a business at school, at university. You don't learn that there. You learn it by doing it. You learn by seeing, for example, your parents or your grandparents running it. We saw in the videos. Grandparents teach the grandchildren how to run the business, how to expand it. So it is really a mix. I would not say do this or that. I would really combine it.
Can you share something else, or we cover the topics on which we work today?
I think one of the other things that we really appreciated today was we saw how organic products are being produced. We tasted the organic products. We spoke with the people that grow them, that nurture them, that feed them so that they become ready. And then we see it being, either we took it like that and we ate it, or it was served on a plate. We have seen the same with the meat. Meat that is animals that are raised in a traditional manner, not with forced feeding or hormones or whatsoever, but really with organic feeding. So we saw from A till Z, we saw from the very beginning till the very end, and it ended up in our stomach. And we are glad to say it was all very tasty. So this is also something that we need to forget. Bio does not necessarily mean less tasty. On the contrary, it is more tasty and it's more healthy as well.
Yes, thank you for your feedback. Thank you.